Hey, Mark here. I want to talk to you about some ways that you can discover your true identity. No, we're not our career. I mean, that's something I always hear. Oh, what do you do? Oh, that's so nice, right? And I love people who have been retired for 20 years or have changed jobs and 20 years later, they're still saying, oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, I'm a retired someone. But on the other side, if that's the only thing we have to identify ourselves, we have some things to work on. So one of the things I want you to think about is what's a passion project, right? And I think it's more than just like, so one of my friends, Jim, he has been working in South America with a organization and helping them build a mission center for a small town. He's been down there a number of times. That's been his really identity of what he's been doing, of giving back. He does it here, but he also did it abroad and loves it. Gets videos and has really connected in really around church mission and putting things together. So think about what are your passion projects. The other part is another one is meaningful relationships. You know, we don't have to have 40 relationships, but what are those meaningful relationships that we can spend time, friends, family, loved ones, that we can invest in, that we can learn more about, connect, be present. Um, those become pillars of our identity. So think about the different relationships you want to grow and foster. That will help you in your identity. Think about number three is really lifelong learning. Embrace that. I'm always learning. There's opportunities every day to learn. I'm learning from colleagues. I'm learning from people online. I'm learning from students in my classes, my trainings. I learn from the people that I coach. Sometimes you're like, ooh, that's interesting. But foster that ability to get out there, and whether you take an online seminar, right? You listen to a webinar, you listen to a podcast. There's so many different ways that you can do that. Another one that I love is practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Huge piece in the way you look at things, right? It's so easy to focus like in the distance. Oh, what am I doing? No. What am I doing now? What am I focused on? Mark's doing the video, right? But focus where you are. I always tell my students, I tell my clients, be where your feet are. Makes a huge difference compared to I'm worried about last week, I'm worried about next week. Be understanding. Also be self-reflective, right? Be aware of who you are and how you show up. I've been doing a lot of work on my relationship with my wife because we're empty nesters, and so we're investing back into ourselves again. And some of our communication is always the best, so it's really trying to understand more of how do we communicate and how do we communicate at a better level, on a deeper level. So, and then think about some creative outlets, um, photography, painting. There's so many different ways that you can be creative, but find things that allow you to share that creativity and let that experience grow on who you are and how you show up in the world as part of your identity. And then the last one I'm going to share is just embrace new experiences and challenges. Don't sit in your comfort zone. I think that's one thing. Once our kids went off to college, we said, all right, who are we going to start to see now on weekends? What are we going to do? And what we're trying to do is figure out who are we, right? We've had 18 years of, you know, nurturing these young adults, and we're still going to be nurturing these young adults, but they're on a journey now where they're taking some of their own, challenges and stepping out of their comfort zone. So we need to do the same. So, we've done different things over the last few years, and it's helpful. It's helpful to face your fears, face your discomfort, because that's where the learning occurs when you get into that discomfort, and then you can grow from it. And I think that's the best thing. So, think about all the different things we talked about here to develop your identity, right? Passion projects, cultivating meaningful relationships, lifelong learning, practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Think about what are your creative outlets. And then last but not least, start to embrace those new experiences and challenges. And look, if you're stuck and you're not sure what to do, you want to get some clarity, I'd love to help you out. Reach out. I'm more than happy to have a strategy call with you and help you kind of make the steps you need to move forward in your life. Take care.